Ladies and gentlemen, may I please have your attention? Please have your tickets in hand before you board the plane. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Nikita Singh and you're watching Wings. On today's show, we'll take you on some of the world's most captivating treks. We'll also tell you all about the boom of wellness tourism in India. From Kyrgyzstan to Algeria, ride high on horses as we get you some unique events. The Amalfi coast in Italy offers captivating views of the sea and the sky. Watch our next story about the stunning hiking trail on the coast that attracts hundreds of hikers.
This is the beautiful Amalfi coast in Italy, one of the most popular natural attractions in the area. The Path of the Gods is an extraordinary, captivating hike route. Billed as one of the most beautiful hiking trails in the world, it draws tourists from everywhere. From March to October, hundreds of visitors walk along the gorgeous 5-kilometer trail. It meanders along the sea cliffs of the Amalfi coast and showcases spectacular landscapes with untouched nature.
L'elemento principale sia questo paesaggio della costa.
The main element is this coastal landscape which pushes towards the sea and has the sky merging with the sea. Let's say this is the main feature of the Path of the Gods.
Diciamo che questo è il tratto principale del Sentiero degli Dei.
We feel privileged to be here, I guess, to see this scenery. It's like a goddess. Really beautiful.
It's amazing, yeah. It's breathtaking. So.
Yeah. It's
one of the most beautiful places we've seen.
Did you know that since the early Middle Ages, the people living and working in this rural area have been using this picturesque path? For the farmers and shepherds staying on the mountains, it was the most convenient way to reach the markets on the coast to sell their produce. Today, even as many residents have moved out in search of better pursuits, some, like Antonio Milo, seek a different life. His family has been living here for 4 generations, a legacy he wishes to carry on. Living with his animals in a humble stone house, he enjoys delighting trekkers with local food.
La montagna ci dà tutto questo paradiso.
The mountains create this paradise for us. I only know one word in English, and when someone who doesn't understand Italian comes up here, I say welcome to paradise. This is what you perceive and feel because of the tranquility of these mountains.
Di essere in tranquillità.
Despite the high temperatures, trekkers enjoy walking on these small, winding paths, finding themselves suspended between the sky and the sea. The Path of the Gods is not just a tourist spot to see, it's a one-of-a-kind journey to experience. Let's now take a look at some other beautiful hiking trails around the world that must make it to your list. The Inca Trail leads you along historic Inca sites set in the Andes Mountains. The hike takes 4 days on an average to complete and finally ends in the breathtaking Machu Picchu, the 15th century Inca city. The Grand Canyon is widely popular for those keen on exploring the Earth's landscape over millions and billions of years. With plenty of routes to take up, it offers panoramic views of the canyon and even glimpses of the wildlife there. For those who seek thrill, a hike to Mount Rinjani is a must. An active volcano, the trail offers stunning views of the island and a beautiful lake sitting on the mount's summit.
Up next, we'll tell you about the boom of wellness tourism in India. From yoga to Ayurveda, the country offers many experiential retreats. We visited some of these getaways to get a glimpse of how the market is emerging for the sector. With 94% of travelers incorporating self-care into their travels and 59% of them opting for solo wellness getaways, wellness tourism is surely thriving. Also, there's been a huge spike in interest in Vedic treatments and therapies over the past decade. The wellness tourism sector has seen explosive growth valued at over $800 billion in 2022 and is expected to grow at a compound annual rate of over 12% from 2023 to 2030. To explore more about wellness tourism, we visited one of the rejuvenation centers in Rishikesh.
We have different varieties of Ayurveda treatments. The first one is Anandam, that's like Abhyanga, full body massage with different kind of oils, different for hair, different for body, and even is customized person to person. Second is like a Potli massage, we call Ojas here. That's like the bolus filled with herbal powder. The therapist dip that Potli in the oil and do massage with that. It's wonderful for pain management issues. Someone having rejuvenation purpose, it's heating therapy, and it's wonderful. Third therapy is Udvartana, that we call here tapas. It's like a mainly scrubbing massage. Mainly we use different varieties of the powder and along with less amount of oil. So that's mainly for fat burn purpose, weight management purpose, and also for skin rejuvenation purpose.
Right. So according to your body composition, do you then cater to their treatments using certain herbs and oils?
Everything customized according to their prakriti.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That
So either their food, their morning drinks, night drinks, their therapies, their oil, their herbs, whatever.
It's all customized.
Everything customized.
I'm thrilled to share that with the help of professional analysis, I've learned my unique body composition, which is a pivotal step towards optimal health as I sip on this refreshing detoxification tea. I'm also excited to embrace a diet tailored to my body type and ensuring that I take the best care of myself. Talking about a healthy diet, we visited another retreat that allowed us to delve into yoga and some delicious sattvic food. In this hectic world, making time for rest and rejuvenation is always a great way to reboot. Wellness retreats in India, offering a blend of luxury and self-care, are a new favorite for travelers. Yoga philosophy emphasizes a profound link between our diet and our state of mind. While modern science struggles to fully grasp these subtleties, the ancient sattvic diet, celebrated for its purity and balance, is believed to be transformative. The sattvic diet is believed to boost energy, foster happiness, and bring about a sense of calm and mental clarity. Remarkably, the Mahanarayan Upanishad, dating back to around 5000 BC, suggests that following a sattvic diet could lead to a lifespan of 100 to 150 years. So next time when you plan an itinerary, consider this holistic approach for enhancing your travel experience. Horses are majestic animals that hold high status in many cultures. Next up, let's witness some celebrations and festivals where these four-legged creatures occupy the pride of the place.
The 34th Maritime Festival recently kicked off in Shillong City in Inner Mongolia region. With about 100,000 tourists and locals in attendance, the festival is a cultural delight. Huge crowds watched the festival's opening ceremony as scores of horseback riders took to a grassy field. Traditional dances from the region also brighten the show, along with colorful explosions in the field's background. The word Nadun means games in Mongolian language. The festival offers a vibrant array of events like sports competitions, cultural performances, the chance to savor local cuisines, and exhibitions showcasing the region's cultural heritage. Wrestling, archery, and horse racing events, together known as the Three Games of Men, were also organized. The popular festival features on UNESCO's representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. The festival will run till the end of August. Kyrgyzstan's scenic Basoga village recently held 2 ethnic festivals of Kyrgyz Kochu, meaning Kyrgyz nomadism, and Kyrgyz Dami, meaning Kyrgyz taste. The festivals showcased regional nomadic traditions going back thousands of years through theatrical performances, traditional food, and games. The events portrayed what ancient Kyrgyz migration truly looked like, with people perched on camels and horses and carrying yurts, the traditional tent-like dwelling.
Göçtü janaqınday bir жақсы Qırgızстан saltlar bolgonda.
During the process of migration, the Kyrgyz had their own amazing traditions. The yurt and all household utensils were carried on camels and horses. The older generation of women in white headdresses always walked on horses at the front with their grandchildren sitting in one saddle with them. This was a tradition.
Historically, Kyrgyz nomads would migrate every 2 weeks or every month to new pastures for their cattle, and while on the move, they would wear their best clothes and jewelry to indicate their clan's wealth to other nomadic groups. The Festival of Kyrgyz Taste, or Kyrgyz Dami, showed how the nomadic communities lived, cooked their ethnic dishes, and even how they sang. Participants cooked bish barmak, a traditional meat and flour dish of the Turkish people. Visitors also got to taste other ethnic delicacies. Together, the events promoted the best of old Kyrgyz traditions, keeping alive the many legacies of nomadic life. Dozens of Algerians riding on horseback with traditional clothes, firing gunpowder with rifles. Recently, Algeria celebrated its 62nd Independence Day, a historic day when it gained freedom from French rule in 1962, and it did so in a truly traditional style. Dozens of male and female riders performed in a horse riding show, enthralling the audience with traditional maneuvers and blazing guns.
During the era of occupation, Algerian fighters took out several resistance movements to liberate this country. Many of these were carried out with horses. The discipline of training horses and riders goes back to even before these movements. These have formed a part of our customs and traditions since ancient times.
Algeria lived under French rule for 132 years, till it won the Independence War in 1962. Hundreds of thousands of Algerians were killed fighting for the country's freedom. The ethnic celebration pays homage to the country's journey to independence and its cultural traditions.
From the land, let's head to the sea now. Making an exciting comeback after 8 long years, the Brest International Maritime Festival 2024 was recently held in France, just before the Olympics. Take a look.
The Bay of Brest in France, it has come alive for a grand maritime celebration. Hundreds of sailboats parade on the waters from Brest to Douarnenez, a commune in northwestern France. The Brest International Maritime Festival is a week-long event every 4 years in the French city. The event brings together traditional boats from all over the globe. Pors Beach, which took place in 1980, was the original inspiration for this nautical event. It took place at the small port of Laguna d'Aulas, located at the base of the Brest roadstead.
Alors moi, il y a beaucoup de choses qui me plaisent. C'est pas forcément tout le dédale.
I like a lot of things about this festival. It's the atmosphere, it's seeing the boats decked out in flags, and lots of little boats alongside the big 4-masted ships. I think it's superb. The ships are alive, moving, breathing. That's all what we like.
Ça respire.
The International Maritime Festival was supposed to take place in July 10th through the 16th in 2020. However, the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted the event and delayed the 2020 edition. First, it was postponed to 2021, then to 2022, but eventually it was delayed until this year.
It's been 8 years since the last edition was held. We could not have it in 2020 because of COVID, so we kind of missed it.
Big ships with old ropes and cables. People from the world over. Finally, there is a beautiful mix of colors and cultures here.
Awaited since 2016, the event this year in July has gone beyond the known depiction of a festival devoted to maritime heritage. This year's edition showcases diverse artistic disciplines connected to the marine world. The Fête Maritime de Brest, it's more than just a gathering of an array of boats and sailors. The festival puts up a magical sailing spectacle from beginning to end.
Have you ever seen a festival where huge effigies are cast into the sea? Let's fly to Indonesia, Sumatra Island, where scores of people gather to celebrate this very unique religious festival.
On the 21st of July, thousands gathered in a coastal town in western Indonesia to watch a battle between ornate mythical effigies before they are cast into the sea. This retells a century-old ritual of Indonesia.
It was very fun. I was so excited. I came here at 4 p.m. and flocked to the beach to see the effigies. Unlike previous years, it is very festive today. The event always attracted many people, but the number of visitors has never been as high as this year.
Known as Tabuik, the festival halts traffic in the city as dozens parade the two-winged horse-shaped effigies across the town of Pariaman on Sumatra Island in Indonesia. The 12-meter-high effigies are shaken and knocked into one another before being brought to a nearby beach and toppled into the surf.
The Tabuik Festival has become a major tourism event that's been lucrative, especially for people of Pariaman origin. Without Tabuik, they might not feel the need to come home to this island. I think the number of visitors today is very high. More than 100,000 people have come to Pariaman to see the Tabuik Festival. Also because of the festival, people explore culinary places and other tourism sites.
Tabuik commemorates the martyrdom of the grandchild of Prophet Muhammad, Imam Hussein, who died in the Battle of Karbala in 680 AD. Today, Tabuik brings in visitors from across Indonesia and abroad and is one of the main attractions of the country.
Continuing on a journey to capture the best in the world of travel and unique experiences from around the globe, take a look at our next story.
The Indian government presented its budget on Tuesday. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced the development of the Vishnupad Temple corridor in Gaya and the Mahabodhi Temple corridor in Bodh Gaya, which will be modelled after the Kashi Vishwanath Temple corridor. She also revealed the development initiatives dedicated to developing Rajgir and Nalanda as tourist centres and government's intentions to model Odisha as an ultimate tourism destination. The budget emphasized on developing spiritual tourism in India, transforming the country into a wholesome global tourist hub. The Farnborough International Air Show was held in London, bringing together top airline executives, aircraft makers, and weapons manufacturers. Boeing and Airbus snapped orders at the event despite struggling with supply chain disruptions, delivery delays, and aircraft safety concerns. Long-haul jets also landed orders at the show as airlines seek to expand their fleets and operations. It also hosted sustainability panels and workshops as aerospace giants and airlines sought to emphasize their commitment to reducing carbon emissions. On the defense side, the focus was on Ukraine, possible delays to America's future F-22 fighter jet replacement, codenamed NGAD, and a defense review by Britain's new Labour government. In a heartwarming gesture, around 300 women in Spain's Araha municipality wove enormous crochet canopies to provide shade in some of the town's busy shopping streets. More than 2,000 balls of wool were used to weave these colourful shades. While some were created by expert hands, the group helming the project also held workshops to teach the craft to those who did not know it but wished to participate and contribute.
Well, that's a wrap for this week's episode. We'll return next week. Until then, it's me, Nikita Singh, signing off. Goodbye.